Hey, how are you? I hope you're doing okay. Today, we're going to talk about shoes, in particular, new shoes. But before we can talk about new shoes, we have to talk about old shoes, okay? So I bought some new shoes a couple weeks ago. I bought some shoes for the summer, some like kind of like runners kind of deal, and they're super cute. Let me show you. Look at them. They're little Adidas and they're in like trans colors. See, that's why I got them. They're white, blue, and pink. But they're not the only shoes I got. I also got some on the same day. This was like Sunday, like 2 weeks ago. I also got some steel toes because my old steel toes, they needed replacing. I need these for work. You see, it's got the green triangle. These are Aggressor brand. I got these from Marks. And I got these ones from Pennington's. So here's the thing. I had to get new shoes because my old shoes were kind of ruined. And that's kind of what inspired this topic. So they're cute. Like those Adidas are super cute. Like I said, trans colors. What size are they? Excuse me. What size are they? They're size 9. Regular, not extra width. So for any of the girlies watching, you might know that, excuse me, oh my goodness. You might know that shopping for shoes is a bit tricky. Like we kind of have to go to stores that like not everybody else shops at because let's face it, typically our feet are a little bit bigger and a little bit wider. So my go-to place is Pennington's, and that's where I got those Adidas, but they're not extra wide. So, of course, they don't actually fit my feet super well, and my heels have been suffering a little bit, but that's okay. I can break into them, right? But then you think, like, why do we have to break into shoes? Like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, you would think shoes would be made to fit human feet, but like, here, feet aren't like shaped like this. Feet are wider, right? They go wide, but shoes aren't made that way. And it's kind of crazy. And it got me thinking, like, why do we have to break into shoes? Like, they mostly fit. They're size 9, and like, it's kind of one of those things where apparently it's just like rich people back in the day like to wear shoes that didn't fit them because that was a sign that they didn't have to work or whatever. And then of course that became popular because as like the middle class grew and people got money sort of to start spending, they're like, "Oh, we want to look aristocratic." So then they got the same types of shoes and now it's just normal and it's kind of fucked up. But anyway, so I had to get new shoes because my old shoes, God, like not only do they not make shoes in sizes that fit, not only is it hard already for us girlies to find shoes that fit us, nice women's shoes that fit us, but like they're not even made well. So like I said, I got those from Pennington's. They're Adidas brand, but I've also bought a lot of shoes from Pennington's that are Pennington's brand. For example, those heels you saw me wearing in the beginning. And I love these heels. They're serving me well. Unfortunately, they're a little scuffed. I was like on a road trip like a year and a half ago. And like, I guess there was like a melted candy under the driver's seat or something. I was in the back and now it's like they're suede. My shoes are suede, but they have like this like stain that no matter what I did, I couldn't scrape it off. So as long as you don't look at the stain, they're gorgeous. Anyway, aside from those, it's like the Pennington's brand shoes. It's a great store and I'm grateful for it, but they don't last very long. Like, take a look at this. These are my ankle booties that I got from Pennington's last year, about this time last year, maybe like year and 2 months ago or something. And they're leather, right? They're a little beat up, but it's like, take a look at this. Look at this hole. I use these as like my winter shoes. First of all, they're not very insulated, not really appropriate for that. But like It's cheap. It's not made very well. It's like there's cardboard inside it. Like literally, I don't know if you can see that. There's like cardboard inside of the shoe. So it's like, what are we wearing and what are we putting on and what are we spending tons of money on? Those Adidas, the cute ones, reminder, $100. Those steel toes I bought, $100. Well, it was actually there was a sale. I got the steel toes at Mark's and there was a promo, 25%, no, 20% off. So they were $80 before tax. But it's like, take a look at my old steel toes. Look at this. Do you see how like this is the metal part and it's like totally detached from the actual boot? I was like working one day and I was like I noticed my toe sticking out of the steel toe and I'm like this is a problem. So I had to buy new ones. Um but it's like shoes they just fall apart. They don't last. And it's like why don't they last? Well, because they're not made to actually fit human feet. Like my new steel toes, they're bothering my ankles. They're a little tight around like the top part of my foot. And it's like it hurts. So over time though, I'm going to break it in. Well, what does breaking in mean in the context of shoes? It means you're literally breaking the fucking shoe with your foot because your foot doesn't fucking fit and wearing it down faster over time because they don't make shoes to fit human feet. And it's like there's so many cute shoes out there that I want to get. First of all, half of them don't fit, so I have to go to like specialty places. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that Mark's had these. These are size 9.5. They're not extra wide. Generally speaking, I'm a 9WW kind of girl. These are just 9.5, so they're a little wider than say size 9. But like it's hard to get just my leg, like my foot through the neck here. It's crazy. And it's too small. I need it a little bit wider. And like a similar thing, like all my shoes I've ever had, they give me so many problems with blisters and like pain and stuff like that until like half a year later, but then they start breaking down half a year later. I want to show you another old pair. You know, we're talking about new shoes. Like I said, the story of new shoes is the story of old shoes. Check these out. Look at these cute little things. They got like butterflies and roses all over them. These are super old. This zipper does nothing. But these guys I got I think at Winners. I don't even know what size they are. By pure coincidence, they or something, they fit enough. And I got these I think in 2023, like spring 2023. I still like to wear them sometimes because now that they're broken in, they fit. But look at this malarkey. What happened? This happened like a year in, and like I still go out in these sometimes, which is kind of crazy. But like the plastic is like coming out. It's like so ripped up. It's holding on barely by a thread. And it's like I want to show you also like back to these shoes again. I love these boots. They've been my go-to for 2 years now. This fucking hole, I use these in winter. I can't step on snow because it gets inside and my feet get wet. And in Winnipeg, it's -30 half of the year. Like, it's not good. And it's like, I don't know. It's something to think about. Like, we spend so much money on these things that we need every day. And you know, I'll be the first to say, I might go, like when I go for walks, and I like to go on my walks, like I go for long periods of time, 1 hour, 2 hour, sometimes I'll go for 3 hours. And, you know, at that point I'm exhausted, but I walk pretty regularly. Like my job, it's a seasonal job. I'm on my feet like 11K steps plus a day, like during the summer months. And for winter, it's harder to go for walks, but I still like to go. And so walks break down shoes, and feet not fitting your shoes break down shoes, and shoes not being made for your feet in tandem with that break down the shoes. And they're not even made with good materials to begin with. Like these boots, again, like I don't know if you can see it, like it's literally cardboard. It's literally cardboard in there. Like, and I paid, I don't know, $60 or $80 or something for this a couple years ago. I love them. They're cute. They're a pain in the ass to clean. But what's going on? I have high hopes. I have high hopes for these guys. Excuse me, I don't know why I am burping. But I have high hopes for these guys, these Adidas. They're super cute. Look at it. Look at the pink. Like, because they're a brand name. A brand name. In theory, I should think that they'll be a little bit more sturdy. In theory, in practice, I don't know. I haven't really like worn them enough, right? So we'll see. But yeah, I guess it's hard out here. It's hard out here because our shoes don't last us like a year before holes start appearing in them. If you're like me, one of the girlies, shoes, you can't even buy shoes in your size half the time. You have to find these like specialty stores. Like, Pennington's isn't a specialty shoe store. They just happen to carry large size. Mark's isn't a specialty shoe store per se, but that's like the main place I know of to get steel toes. And they happen to have like bigger sizes, not extra wide though. And yeah, it's hard out here. New shoes, cute, expensive, and they don't fit very well. So yeah, if you have any ideas or any other points about this topic, feel free to comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts on your experiences with shoe shopping and just the economy and anything. And also, if you have any other topics you'd like to talk about or that you'd like me to talk about, let me know that too, because I kind of want to do this pretty regularly. I know I'm talking super fast. I'm moving around a lot. The mic's probably peaked a billion times. I've spent the last 45 minutes playing around with settings and they're still not good. But I'm learning but I'm learning. I'm trying to practice girl voice. It's a little bit tricky. That's another excuse for making videos though. So let me know if you have any constructive criticism about that. But you probably don't actually have to let me know. I probably know. But just in case, if you think there's something I'm missing, I know my vocal weight's not the best. We're working on it. It's a project. But yeah, comment down below your thoughts on shoes, your thoughts on new shoes. What are your old shoes like? Are you one of the girls? Do you have struggles? Have you had a breakthrough with like a great brand? Do you have to wear extra wide shoes? Steel toes. How about that? Oh, another thing, just an aside. My steel toes, not covered by my employer, by the way. $100 gone, but because it's like seasonal work, so we're expected to have it. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, new shoes. Very important topic. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.